Okay, guys, we're restarting this recording because it did not look like it was recording, and so now it looks like the sound is working. So really quickly, this is parties. Marie and Jackie and I are going to share party tips with you guys and record this training for you so that you can come back and watch it over and over and over again as many times as you possibly can. I'm sorry about that. And so Marie, go for it.
Hi. Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Marie Menard here from Massachusetts on the East Coast. Just want to give a shout out to all my Aspire Club members on there. So nice to see you. Put a face to a name. Hi, ladies. And everybody else. Can't wait to meet you all as well. We're here tonight on Move It Monday, and we are talking about the party. So we've already, prospect. We've already talked to her. She's agreed. She's having a party. Susie's having a party this Saturday at 5 o'clock. So I'm so excited for her, so excited to share Jafra. So what I like to do the week before the party, at least, is to send her a text or to call her just to confirm, to let her know how excited I am, that what time I'll be arriving, and to have her confirm how many guests. Talk to her. The party's holding. I'm excited. I can't wait to get there. There's no... She's not canceling. There's no way that's going to happen. So then I get to her house about a half hour, before the party starts, just so I can get everything all set up. And then I'm waiting. We wait for the guests to arrive. Once they arrive, I start the party off first of all by having everybody introduce themselves, because chances are I may not know most of them, or sometimes they don't know each other. So this is a great way for everybody to kind of get to know each other. And it's a nice way just to open up the party, a nice warmer. So I ask them to tell me who they are, what they do, if they have kids, if they work. And I like doing that too, because it kind of gives me an inside of where they're coming from and what they're doing. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she might want to, how can I approach the opportunity with her as well too. But then I want them to tell me something really nice about Susie, because sometimes when I book parties, especially if it's not somebody that I already have a relationship or that I know, I don't really know her except for what we have talked about on the phone or what we have talked about for the party. So it gives me an insight on her character, on how wonderful she is, how her friends feel about her. And it's nice for the hostess too, because she gets to hear about all the wonderful things that people love about her, because sometimes, we don't know how people feel about us, and 99% of the time it's all good. But it's just a nice way to make her feel. It's a good feeling for her actually to start off the party. I like to write it down on a little piece of note card or a piece of paper for her, so that I can hand it to her at the end too. So it gives her a little reminder of, how her friends feel about her and how wonderful she really is. So I like to do that. So that's how I actually start the party. And then I will go into an agenda and let them know exactly what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to do a beautiful hand spot treatment. We're going to do a beautiful Royal Jelly Rituals skincare treatment. And then I will have the California collections, or whatever the new colors are, for them to play with, for them to try. I don't really go into a full-fledged color demonstration. So that's kind of how the outline and the layout of the party happens. Because you know what, ladies, we're going to be probably about, half hour, 40 minutes, because I just want to demonstrate the product, because I know you're here to have a fun time, to be with each other, to fellowship, to have a great time. So you know what, I am just here. I want you to experience Jafra. I want you to have fun. We're all here for a reason, thanking everybody to come. What you're here for, I don't know. Maybe you're looking for a great skincare product. Maybe you're looking for an income opportunity, or maybe we're just supposed to be friends. I don't really know, but let's just sit back, open our hearts, open our minds, and have a great time. Then the party begins. And do a beautiful hand spot treatment for those of you who are not familiar with the Royal Almond or the Royal Olive hand treatment. Do you want me to go into that, Lori?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So, It doesn't matter. So we just take the oil, we rub it all over our hands. It's a wonderful spa product from our toiletry line. It has a wonderful almond extract in it. Feels wonderful, smells wonderful. Then we add the sea salt scrub. That's a great exfoliant for the whole body. Can be used from the neck down. Then we take the shower gel, we rub it on. It foams up like a soap. It's going to clean your hands. They go to the sink, they rinse it, they come back, they're oohing, they're eyeing. Oh my gosh, my hands feel so amazing. This is great. I can use this all over my whole body. Yeah, I say, oh, of course. And then we top it off with a wonderful lotion on their hands. So that's our hand spa treatment. Products can be used all over your whole body from the neck down. So if you decide to purchase this wonderful collection, that's already, Laura, you're going to talk about that. That would be one of my collections. You know, whatever the price is in the catalog, you know, right now it's a great deal because they get 3 products for $34 and then the sea salt for, you know, another $29. So actually for, I get $65, they can get the whole collection, all 4 pieces. So that's always a seller, number one. I also bring the olive so that if somebody's allergic to nuts, or so that they can sample that as well too, because that's on special too, the olive collection. So they're oohing, they're eyeing, it's wonderful, it feels great, the smells are wonderful, everybody's having a great time. So now we're gonna get into the Royal Jelly Rituals skincare treatment. And I love to call them treatments and not facials, because we kind of joked about this last night talking. I went to one party and the woman wanted to know if I needed the couch for the party. And I said, no, I think I'm all set. I already took my nap this afternoon, but she thought people were going to lay down and I was actually going to give them facials. So I don't like to use that word facial. So I use spa treatments or skincare treatment. So we do that. And I give them the option of trying this treatment on their faces. They're more than welcome to try it on their face. They can feel it. It'll be awesome. Their skin will be all nice and clean. They'll be able to go home and go to bed. Or they can do it on the back of their hands, because I know some women don't like to take off their makeup, and that's okay in front of other women. So whatever, I leave them the choice. The Rituals treatment is so simple and it's so easy. And I highly encourage and recommend that you buy the new Trifold Royal Jelly card, because it really simplifies everything for you. And I'm just trying to think of where mine is, if I can go grab it. It's probably in my bag, ready, all packed up for my party on Saturday. But and it's just so easy because it gives you a guide of how to use it. It's so simple. It's cleanse with the, you know, Royal Jelly cleanser. Then they pick one of the vitamin infusions, vitamin A, the vitamin C, the vitamin E. Then they have their Royal Jelly Milk Balm or their cream. And usually I will put in the eye cream as well too, because I think it's really important that every skincare system have an eye cream. And then there's the solar protection that I usually will have them put on the back of their hand, because that's a daytime regimen for the skin as well too. And that's it. They're done. It's simple. Every time I do it, I have to step back because I think I'm missing something. Like I need to keep going because it's done, but it's done. It's just so wonderful and it feels so great. I think at my party on Saturday, I'm going to bring the new tool, the new face and body tool there, so they can try it. They can see what it's like. I really wouldn't demonstrate with it, only because there's only one of each brush. So unless you wanted to do it on the Hostess, but that would be a nice treatment as well too. And then, you know, I'll say these are the California collections. Have them pass out all the catalogs. Now it's time to go shopping. And I take them to each collection that we tried in the catalog to show them where their savings are. So it's pretty simple. You know, we can turn to the Royal Jelly collection, the Royal Jelly products that are on sale. Then we'll turn to the Royal Almond products that are on sale. And then we'll turn to the California collection. So they're focusing on everything that they experienced today. And it's just that simple. And if they have a hard time deciding, you know, I will sit down with them and say, what do you like? What do you like the best, the way your skin feels, on your hands or on your face? And let's start there. If you would like it all, great. Let's put it all down on a piece of paper when we're filling out our order forms. I always kind of say, it's like when you go shopping at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, you throw everything in your cart. And then when you get to the register, you're like, no. This is what I really want. So, whatever your shopping style is, just go for it. It's the same thing. And the parties are successful. They're anywhere from $400 to $800 usually, because most people, will definitely get the Royal Jelly. If not the Royal Jelly collection, then they will go into either the Time or the Gold, or they'll go into the regular basic Dynamics. But I love skincare. It's my passion. It's where it starts. And I explain that to women too, that, you, for $129, you have probably bought a pair of boots, a purse, a sweater that you don't even know where it is right now. So for $129 to buy something to put on your face that you're going to have forever, and it's definitely worth it. And not only is it worth it, but you deserve it. You deserve to take care of yourself and to feel good and to pamper yourself every day. And it's never too late. So let's start today. So that's my party in a nutshell.
Nice. Let's see. Thanks, Marie. That was awesome. I love a couple things you said, but we will go into that in our Q&A.
Yay.
All right. Jackie, am I muting the photo side? Is that right, or do you want to unmute your phone?
Photo side.
Okay, that's what I did.
Okay.
And Marie, if you want to go dig for that thing, you can, but you certainly don't have to, because we can go online and find the document too.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'll be back.
Go, Jackie.
So, hey everyone, I'm Jackie Alves. Hey, I'm so excited that I get to share the follow-up portion with you, but first I just want to tell you about myself. I started with Jafra in September and became a manager in November, and I have a fantastic team, some wonderful consultants, and I just want to say, hey, Kelly Phillips, my brand new consultant who is actually on our call, so I'm way impressed and just love her to death. So I'm excited to get to share with you my follow-up, which seems to be working pretty well. So Marie was just sharing the party with everybody, and then she got to the let's go shopping part. So she's going to help everybody choose their collection or what they would like to take home. But then while she's taking the order, so I'm going to take over from now, pretend I'm the consultant now, and I'm taking your order. What I'm going to do is begin to write down what you would like, and I will say something like, so are we going to go ahead and get you started on your Royal Jelly ritual tonight? Instead of saying what do you want? Was there something you're interested in? Just assume she loves Royal Jelly and wants to take it home. So just ask, are we going to get you started on that right now? She'll say yes, and then you just decide what she wants, what type of serum, like Marie was talking about. Then while you're talking about that and she's making those decisions, you want to hand her your date book. So bring it with you always to every party. This is my date book. I don't know if you can see it very good. So it's just, my calendar. But what I do is I go in and I outline all the dates that I am available to work, whatever days that I want to have parties or facials. So I just kind of highlight them. So, okay, back to I'm taking her order and I hand her the date book. And I let her know, go ahead and choose the day that works best for you that's in those little pink squares right there, because that's the day we're going to get back together and we're going to do your follow-up facial. So that's really important, you guys, that you get back together with her for one reason, because we want to make sure she got the right products. She remembers how to use them. I shared earlier that sometimes you get back together with them and they haven't even taken them out of the box, or they were rubbing the eye cream on their neck and the cleanser they were rubbing into their forehead. They forgot what they were supposed to do. So a checkup facial is really for their benefit, so you can remind them how to use everything. So again, you're going to just give her your date book and say, I want you to go ahead and choose a date that works best for you so we can get back together and just check on your face, make sure your skin's doing great, make sure you remember how to use everything, and just give it to her. Then go back to writing down her order, and she'll look through it, and 90% of the time they say, oh yeah, the Wednesday appointment, I'll take that one. And they just write it down, because you're not really giving her an option or like, it's something weird. It's just matter of fact, this is what we do. We offer this service because we care about you. We want to make sure everything works like we said it would. And so we're going to get back together in about 2 weeks. Okay, so she chooses the date. You begin to finish her order, and then you just let her know, if you'd like to invite a couple of friends over and share your checkup facial with you, then you could be the hostess and you could get some stuff for free that night, just like Sally did, or whoever your hostess was tonight. And you can kind of gauge that. If she's like, nah, I'm not going to have time for that, or I don't know anybody, then, you don't have to really go into that with her. Or she could say, yeah, that sounds great. I'll have my mom over, my sister, whatever. Go, okay, cool. Then what I'm going to do is get back with you tomorrow, and I'll get your guest list from you and see who else you could think of. So right there, you have definitely gotten yourself a second appointment to check up on her for her benefit. Okay, you don't have to feel salesy and pushy and weird. This is really for her benefit, that we make sure that we've given her the right product, that she remembers how to use it. So it's for her. And then when you encourage her to invite guests, it's going to be beneficial for you. You'll make more money. She'll get free product as a hostess. So it's best for everybody. Go ahead and get that booked. And then, like I said, you can check with her the next day for her guest list, and then let her know, okay, I'm going to check back with you in 2 days. Just keep building up towards the appointment and say, I'm going to check back in 2 days and make sure that you've got your guest list in order. See if there's anything I can do to help. Maybe you might need help inviting people. Sometimes they want a picture that they can post on Facebook and create an event. So that's something you can work with them on. So just stay in very close contact with her and help her get those people invited and make sure she's successful too. So what I really want to encourage you to do is take this with you. Try to get it where you can see it. Take your date book with you. Outline the days that you want to work, because this is your business. So you don't have to let them choose days that you don't feel like working. Then hand that date book to her and let her choose. So by doing that, you've given her the power. She doesn't feel like you have pushed her into something. She gets to choose the date, and then you get to see her again and take care of her. I also just want to tell you guys, I was in a hotel recently down in the shopping area, and there was a big vending machine like that you can get candy out of or whatever in the middle of a mall. And I've seen them in the airport too, where you can get skincare out of it. And like a vending machine. I'm sure I see some of you shaking your head. I'm sure you've seen that you can get skincare just that easy. So if we're not taking care of our ladies and our men out there, they can very easily go, I haven't even heard from that crazy blonde lady that sells Jafra. I need moisturizer right now. And they can get it right out of a vending machine. So by us offering all of these services and taking care of their face and extending this service to them, they'll remember that. And they won't run out of moisturizer or eye cream and have to get it from a vending machine either. So they will remember you when you stand out from everybody else and you offer that kind of service that I'm encouraging right now. So you guys just give it a shot. I know you're going to kick butt with this.
Awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, my turn. I'm Lori Alley. Let's see, this is my 17th year with Jafra. I am 47, just, outing myself age-wise. No, I'm not quite 47. I should just stop saying I'm 47 because it's not till September. So I got to work this 46 thing at least for a few more months. But anyway, I have 3 kids. I started Jafra because I was a single mom. And it sounded good. The discount sounded good. I'd never heard of the company before, but the 50% commission sounded good to me, and almost 600 products for $99 sounded like too good of a deal to pass up. So I said, all right, and kind of went from there. But tonight I want to talk about a few ideas for your parties. So number one, my experience in this last week, I've had one party confirm and then cancel as I was driving to it, which was really strange. And then and she's like, oh, it must have been a different Sarah. It's like, no, it was you, But, it's just something you got to go with. That's why you confirm as you're leaving. You call the person, you say, hi, this is Lori with Jafra. I'm on my way. I should be there by XYZ time. And that way, if they are confused about why you're coming to their house, they can call you. She was 45 minutes from my house, so I'm really glad I made that phone call, and really glad she called me when I was only 20 minutes from my house instead of a whole 45. But the main thing is that you can have one person who says they're going to invite everybody and their mom and their cousin and they're, you know, twice removed and everybody else, and there's going to be 50 people at my party, and then they call you and say no one can come, there's only going to be 2 of us. Don't cancel your party because you only have 1 or 2 people there. Because this week I had one that was a personal who turned into a 2-person party because she invited somebody because I suggested it, and I had one party with 12 people and they both had the same sales. Now you can say, why in the world is a 12-person party going to have the same sales as a 2-person party? And the reason is because the amount of time I was able to spend with the 2 people. It was a much more personal service because I had the whole time to spend just on the 2 of them, really build that relationship, talk about the products. They got to experience a couple more products because we had time, because it was just the 2 of them. So that was a reminder to me not to ever worry about the fact that it's just a personal, quote unquote, only 1 person or only 3 people or whatever. Just encourage your hostess to still hold it, because you don't know what that person's going to do. And you can say, and then we can extend your party for the rest of the week. So your friends who couldn't make it can still order, and it can be part of your sales for your party, and you can still get hostess gifts. So there's a way around that, absolutely. So don't ever worry about that. And the second thing is to use collections. Now, a collection doesn't mean that you're going to discount on top of the discounts that Jafra gives, because we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to reduce the prices of what Jafra's already reduced or that we sell for, because we're undercutting our Jafra sisters when we do that. So we're not talking about taking a sale and saying, well, you get 50% off today if you do it today. We're not doing that. What we're doing is, let's just say we're at the same royal jelly party that Marie was hosting with Susie and her friends. We'll take that on. We'll keep going with this. Okay. She's very popular today. Anyway, so let's say that's royal jelly. Well, yeah, she really loves Jafra. So you could take the royal jelly set, and you could say, you know, first collection is the whole royal jelly ritual with an eye cream and the body complex to really round out your set. And you would add, let's just say it was the 129 set from the April brochure. So 129 plus whatever the eye cream is, 45 plus 61. Right, whatever the sale is, whatever Jafra has on sale, you add those numbers together ahead of time, and you say, this is collection 1, and you put it on the table as a display. This is collection 1. Now I have 2 other collections. If you do collection 2, we're going to add, and you add on. You say, I'm going to add the spa products. I'm going to add the royal almond that you guys got a hand treatment on today. You know, whatever it is. So now you're adding more to the table. Now there's a bigger amount of stuff, and it's a good number, and it's a really good value. And you can even say, this collection is going to cost you, let's say the first one was 150. This collection is going to cost you 210, but the value is 600 or whatever it is. You know, I'm making stuff up. The psychology of sales is that whatever packages you put together, whether the first one is just a makeup package that's only $50, and the second one's a $99 package of royal jelly, and the third one is a $200 package, the psychology of sales is that they're going to choose the middle package. This will happen over and over and over again, because they don't want to seem cheap, because they want to take the small package. But they don't want to be greedy and take the top one, because that's really probably they'll get in trouble with their husband when they get home, right? So they're going to pick the middle package because that sounds like a good average thing to do, right? So you want to make sure that whatever that package is that you put together, and it can change every single month based on what's on sale in that month's brochure. That's what I'm doing. Every month I'm changing my collections so that it lines up with things that are already a great discount and on sale in the brochure. Plus, you can show them, look at this great deal. And it always tells you what the value is, so you don't have to come up with that. So you already, all the math is done for you when you do it that way. So when they have that, I just totally went off track on my thought process. So you have the 3 packages. They're going to choose the middle. The other psychology of sales somebody just said something. The other psychology of sales is that on their order form, most people will put 3 things. So if the collection is one thing, even if it contains 3 different sets from the brochure, if it's one line item, they're going to think that they should add 2 more so they don't look like they're not ordering anything. Don't ask me why this is true, but it's true. So the average thing is 3 things. So if you have, let's say you have a makeup collection, the Royal Jelly, and the spa products, right? You pick the colors of the makeup. So you pick neutral tones that go with pretty much every skin type, like a Rose Nouveau lipstick and a neutral ground eyeshadow, and or a peach, like Royal Jelly peach, what do they call it? Lip gloss. Thank you. Something that's going to go with someone my coloring, darker skin coloring, mid-tone coloring, blondes, dark hair, whatever. You can find things that will go on just about everyone. And what they're going to do is they're not going to come to you and say, oh, can I change all these colors? They're going to think, oh, that kind of goes with everything I have. I'm going to add on my cool funky color that I saw over here with the California collection. And then I'm going to add on a lipstick because that other color lipstick, I really want that too. And now they have even more add-ons to what you already decided was your average sale you wanted. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So collections is super important. The biggest thing, and I've learned this in photography as well. If I do a photo shoot and I show them 70 images, they go, oh my God, I love them all. I have no idea how I'm going to choose. If I show them 25 or 30, it's a good number, but they're going to choose about 10 to print. That's generally what people do, 6 to 10. If you think about that, if you've had a photo shoot done, you end up with about 6 to 10 poses, right? It's the same with cosmetics. They're not going, if you hand them the brochure and say, okay, what do you want? And they're like, oh my gosh, there's like 500 things in here. What am I going to do? And then you say, oh, and in case there's something in there that you don't find something, then we have the full product brochure right here with all 600 products. Just like browse through that and find something you like. And they're just going, oh my goodness, how do I even choose this? Right? So what you want to do is when you do those collections, you're actually offering them a service, and you're also actually offering yourself a service, because your close at the party, your order process is going to be so much easier. Which collection would you like today? Are you going to start the Royal Jelly Ritual? All the collections have that in there, right? If you're doing a party for Royal Jelly, your collection is going to have Royal Jelly. So which Royal Jelly collection do you want? Collection 1, collection 2, or collection 3? Probably going to choose collection 2, right? So it's very simple. Number 1, collections, collections, collections. Number 2, don't get hung up on how many people are there, because it doesn't matter. So if you have a lot of people, awesome, rock it. Go for it, simplify it. Jackie's done, Jackie recorded how she does her whole party very simply on the back of the hand. And we posted that. It's on my YouTube channel and also posted on Jafra Events Information and Training Group. That's there for you guys to watch. You can watch this, assuming the recording went through. Otherwise, you guys are really lucky you were here tonight. And watch those and listen to ideas. Listen to ideas from your upline. But these are simple things that you can simplify your party. And someone who's sitting on the couch at that party can look at you and think, oh, I could do that. This is something I could do. I could totally do this. This doesn't take a lot of knowledge to do, because they're going to see how easy it was for you to communicate with them, and just that you were having fun and you were caring about them. And then when you're like Jackie and you're like, and I'm going to take care of you in 2 weeks, I'm going to come back. By the way, I did that the other night, and she didn't even blink that I said, I'm going to do a 2-week follow-up facial. Let's book it. She didn't even, because I didn't hesitate, she didn't hesitate. She assumes that's what I do. That's part of what I do. She could have said no. Genius. Thank you, Jackie. She could have said no, but I didn't even have my date book, which I totally should have for a visual. I had my phone, which is my other half of my brain right now. I had my phone. I said, we do a follow-up facial in 2 weeks. What day works for you? Not, do you mind if we do a follow-up facial? No, because if you say that, she's gonna be like, oh, she doesn't sound like she really wants to do that, So just, this is what you do. You're serving You're providing a service. You are not, like Jackie said, you're not the mall. You're not Macy's who says, here's your $500 bill, see ya, right? You are providing a personal relationship building service for your clients, and that's what's going to set you aside. You're caring enough about them to spend extra time with them, even though they're not necessarily spending extra money with you. And that speaks to people because they think you're there to make money, and when you offer to do something like that, you bring the circle full around and you really show that this is about serving them. So you just got a lot of information from the three of us. Your brains are probably about to explode, but hopefully in a good way. I'm going to end the recording portion, and we have a few minutes. We'll go over a few minutes for you guys with Q&A because I know we gave you a lot of info. So hopefully you enjoyed it and you got some good tips. For those of you who were not able to be here live, I'm so sorry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. But we will be doing these every week with different leaders doing point on different subjects so you guys can learn more and more and have this be easier and easier for you to do as a business and make lots and lots of money. So I will see you guys next week.